Okay, setting up product options and product option groups, which essentially is basically our fancy way of saying a configurator, whereby you can attach a group of options to a specific product or a range of products. Relatively easy to set up. Under products and product options, we first create the options we want to make available. So we have a quick look at this one. You give them a name for your label in the back end of the store, a label that is visible in the front of the store, a description if you want the description to be displayed underneath the title, deciding whether or not any of these options are mandatory to be selected so that this product can actually be added to the basket. For example, here, must have one of these options highlighted in red before we're actually able to achieve going to the basket. Multiple options, whether or not we allow multiple options in this group or whether it's just one at a time. Adding a none option is something like this, having an option which is no product attached to it, and then what the label for that none option might be, in this case no monitor for example, and whether or not this option is pre-selected, and then obviously a link, making this linkable so you can go directly to that product page if you so choose. Once this is configured and you click save or update, you'll then be able to add your products, and this is simply just a case of clicking the create button, typing in the part number in search and then connecting that product, adding the quantity of the products you want to make visible, setting the sort order so you can decide which product is displayed above which other products, again whether they're being pre-selected or whether they're a mandatory option for this bundle. So we can have a look at this one for example. This is one of the keyboard and mouse sets. Put a quantity of 1, sort order 1, and I've not made it pre-selected or mandatory because I've made the group it's in mandatory, so I don't need to have a specific product, but you can if you so choose. Once you have set up your groups, so the options, you then need to attach them to products, and we do that using the product option groups. Basically the same setup. You click create. You give your options a name in the front end and a name in the back end. You decide on their position as whether they're going to be available in a tab, which is one of these drop-down tabs that we have available in the stores, or whether we want it on the top. So this would be for a less advanced option, and you can see an example of that here. So it's displayed actually underneath the buy button in the product card rather than inside the drop-down menus that we've got, the accordions. Recalculate the price when selecting the options is this thing here. We can decide whether or not we turn it on or off, and as options are added you can see that the price is modified. Then we decide whether or not we're going to make this group attached to a specific customer or not. In this case I've said no. A link in the basket, which will take you to a link in the basket or from the basket back to this bundle. And then unmodifiable in the basket. It means that if this option is selected and added to the basket, it will not be able to be removed, which is perfect for those options that you've made mandatory. Once those options are set and you've saved the setup for the actual group placeholder, you then get these options down here, and this is where you get to attach the product options, so the options that you've created, to this group. So you click create and then you can just select any of them or any of the options that you've previously created. I've obviously got 3 attached here, so I only have the last one remaining, which we're not going to attach this time. But you can also set the sort order, so the order in which they're displayed down the page. And if we go back here, you can see the order I've set for keyboards and mice is sort order 1, sitting at the top, Dell monitors 2, and then service agreement is 3. That's the order that I wanted to do. Then we have the products that we want to attach this group to. So these product options will be connected to these products, and you can do this 2 ways. You can either use the connect product button and manually go through typing in the part number for each of the parts that you want to connect, or we can do it via an Excel spreadsheet. And that's literally just sticking in the manufacturer's part number down column 1 of an Excel spreadsheet. And we've got the option, if we have got customer specific ticked, we can then connect this product option group to specific customers if we don't want to make it a globally available option. Hopefully that's all made sense.